Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to show you how to wire up and do a review on this GE 15 amp electrical outlet. So the reason I like this outlet is it's not tamper-proof receptacles. Things plug right into it. We've got our ground wire. These white screws, this is the neutral side, and these gold screws, that's the hot side. So here I've got two different sizes of wiring. I've got the 12 gauge wiring and the 14 gauge wiring. So there's two ways you can install the wires. You can wrap them around the screws and then tighten the screw. But if you've got 14 gauge wire, you can insert them into this little hole right here and friction fit will stay in there. But if you want to take it out, you can put a little screwdriver in here and you can pull the wire out. So I'm going to show you the 14 gauge first. So the receptacle has a strip gauge on it right there. So you're going to get your wire strippers, make sure you're on the 14 gauge, strip some back, and you're going to verify that it's the right length first. So there, that's the right length. Now I've got the hot wire. So now I go to the gold side and I can poke it in either this one or this one. And again, once you poke it in, it's going to be hard to come out. So push it in till it stops. There should be very little insulation showing, and you can tell that's a nice, good friction fit. I don't have to screw the screws down. Now, if you ever need to remove it, it takes a really small straight slot. You're going to push it in, and that's going to push that tab away. So again, it was a little tricky to show, but once you push this tab in with a screwdriver, then I can pull the wire straight out. And you're going to do the same for the white wire. The white wire can go in either one of these on the white side. Now let's do the ground wire. Very easy to, a lot of your wire strippers, they've got you can put a loop in it. So just put a loop in your wire, stick it around that, and then I like to kind of pinch it close. And then you're going to tighten it down. You can use a #1 square. I think a #1 square bit works better, but you can also use a #2 Phillips. You're just going to tighten that down. Okay, so let's do the black one. Push it in till it stops and it's snug, and then you're going to push the white one in. Push it in. Now it's nice and snug and your receptacle is hooked up, ready to go. Now if I want to power this receptacle from a different power source than this one, I can break this little tab, but you're going to leave that tab installed if you want the power to be for both receptacles. But if I wanted to, I'd have to break that tab off and that tab off. That separates these receptacles in half. I like that the screws have these little retainers on them because it comes with the screws installed. Some receptacle boxes you do have to they've got little lines here. You can break these ears off and you can break the ear off right there also. But let's go ahead and remove the 14 gauge. Again, it's a little tricky getting the right size screwdriver in there. You feel you're going to be pushing a tab back. Again, just a little tricky, and then it should come right out. Now, if you feel more confident and you want a better secure connection, you can wrap the wire around the screw and then screw in the screw. That's what you got to do if you're going to put a 12 gauge onto it. And you will have to strip back a little bit more wire. So get your strippers, strip back a pretty good amount. Again, put a loop in it to begin with. It's not a real tight loop, just a loop. Again, the hot side, put it on the gold side. Kind of put the wire there. Get your pinchers, bring it around. Now, the key important part here is to make sure that none of that insulation is underneath the screw, so that when we tighten this down, it's got a nice, good friction fit. And again, I like to use the #1 square. I can just get that really nice and tight. Now, if you go too far, it will strip it out. And I do like to turn in these. It just kind of makes the receptacle nice and clean when you're putting it in and out of the box. All right, let's do the white one again. Get 12 gauge. Again, you're going to be stripping back more than you really think you need, but you do need that much. Put a little loop in it. Come over here. Put it on there. And then just finish the loop. I like to give it, that's like a really nice secure connection. And again, you can use straight slot or Phillips, but this one you can really get it nice and tight. Again, put your loop in. Hook your ground wire up. Again, pull it around. Just makes for a really nice solid connection. There you go. And I'll run that screw down, but I could carry the power, so if power was coming in and I want to take it somewhere else, I could have power come out on these two, and then it would power up like another receptacle somewhere else. Overall, you're looking at 4 1/4. From screw hole to screw hole is 3 1/4. Left to right, you're looking at about 1 1/4 depth-wise, right at about 1 inch. So I hope this video helps. Thanks everybody for watching.